How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another second channel Harri video, and today I'm probably the most excited I've ever been to go into a Bricks and Minifigs store because Bricks and Minifigs Pasadena once again is adding more sealed collection to their inventory, and today it's gonna be absolutely insane. I'm really excited for all the sealed Bionicle they're gonna have. I know they have Mars mission sets, which is a goated theme from 2006, 2007. We're gonna all go in together and get a first reaction from me, for you guys, for everyone really, and see what they have, and then I'm gonna get a ton of sets. I have some things to trade I'll show you here that I'm pretty sad to part with, but it'll be worth it. First off, we have my Rogue Shadow. This is from the Force Unleashed video game, and then secondly we have my Republic Cruiser. That is gonna be pretty sad to part with, but again, it's worth it for what they're gonna have. Made it inside. This whole wall here is now everything retired. That's the whole thing in itself I will go through. But right now, this area behind me, this is their party room. This is where everything usually is. The owner, Rob, made sure it's all staged for me and the lights are off, so he's just gonna let me go in there, turn on the light, and I'm just gonna film my reaction first because, I don't know, I'm so excited like I've been saying. So here we go. I see some of it. How do I turn this on? Oh my gosh, it is crazy in here. Wow. Oh my word. Okay, I can't wait to deep dive into this. Oh my gosh. First and foremost, I just want to shout out Bionicle here because this collection has a lot of the standout pieces. Scorpio, you have a lot of the system sets, the Thornatus V9, which is really cool. This set right here, which goes for like $1,300, super rare to see even in box. That mask alone goes for a lot of money. This guy is just one of one. Let's get into some of the goodies here. Wow, we have a lot of the classic racers. These are really cool. I used to have these. I mean, we like all the speed champs now. This is what we kids had back in the day, 05 and 04. These ones are really cool too. These actually kind of popped out. You can see by the box art, they popped out into their own little raceways. See, and they folded back up into this box. And that's a really cool part of LEGO's history. We have even more of these kind of pre-Formula One, pre-Speed Champ sets. These are just really small. You have these ones which went through kind of a pump phase so you can shoot the cars off. This is really interesting. I don't even know what theme that's from. It looks like it's from an educational set for schools, and maybe they had something to do with building that. That's an interesting yellow sub. Kind of reminds me of Aqua Raiders. These, wow. This is just a classic town, or just system, not even town, rescue. We have even more. We have a Pirates one. Ooh, that's nice, sealed in box. This one is a horse. I forget what those horse people are called, the trainers. Shout out to them. This one has some lights installed. That's really cool. Now, moving on, we have really nice looking Alien Conquest stuff. So we have this one, the Walker Tripod Invader. We have this one, which is the Jet Copter Encounter. I love the colorways on this stuff. I had this one, no, not this one as a kid. This one has a sound brick in there, which is really cool. I did have this one as a kid. That's really cool. It has a light beam in there. You could pick up someone. And then this one down in here is actually a set I reviewed on the channel before. It's their Mobile HQ, which is an insanely cool set. Down here we have more Speed Champs, and even better, Lone Ranger. Who remembers this with those really nice looking guns? Those are, we don't even see those anymore. Those cool molded ones. Over here, I think this is like the mine shaft. Oh, look at that thing. That is so extremely epic. Oh my gosh, let's check out the back. This thing even has a slide in there, wow. And then we have the robbers, we have some TNT functions it looks like, we have some Native Americans, trap door. This set is so freaking cool. Wow, Tonto down there, I think that's his name. And this one is for a lot of the train fans. Check that out. It has a whole Gatling gun on there. It has the damsel in distress. I've never seen the movie, so I can't really tell you what's going on, but this train looks super epic. It has some curved, wow, 20 total tracks. That itself might be worth getting here. And then right beside those, we have, okay, some more racers, but underneath, let's check this out. Who remembers World Racers. I had this set as a kid. I really enjoyed playing with it. Super interesting theme, just kind of a cool storyline. These two teams are trying to race across the world, and they're trying to also like kill each other in the process, I guess, with all these different weapons on their vehicles. You got some bigger sets here kind of up the line. I had this one too. We had some flick fire missiles. We had some spikes coming out, 2 different team members. Just a really kind of fever dream theme. That's a cool saying, fever dream theme. And also shout out to these really fun racer sets. I love these, I don't even know, what is that, 5x5 or 5 stud wide cars here, maybe 4. That's such a fun thing. They had so many cars. I remember online you could race these things. There's the VIP limo, which is really fun. Hollywood on there. Oh, this brings back so many good memories. And speaking of good memories, oh, check this out. Mars mission, life on Mars, Buganoid, whatever this is called. I think it's called Insectoids. How could I forget? Shout out to Mini Superheroes today. I know he was showing about this mask on one of his videos. Insectoids over here. Huge Mars mission base, more Mars mission. Okay, we have to break all these down. Even a Paradisa set. Check this out. I think Brittany would love that. Wow, I was gonna say 25 bucks, no way. But no, I think $2.25. These things are super rare to see in the box. Just look at those pastel colors. It's so pretty. Speaking of more pricey sets, this one right here is such a rare city space set, I should say. Not even city, just space, classic space. This flips up, you can see all of the pieces in there with the classic space figures. Got some wheels, some cool pieces they thought kids would like back in the day. And up here, all of the functions. So this had a cool light feature. Shout out to Light My Bricks. Before that, they had this. So you could see some different turn knobs to make some different lights go. What it would be like to be a kid back in, I think this is late 80s, maybe 90s, maybe 70s. I don't even know. Look at this. This lights up. This would be so cool on a Space Police set. And they have different models you can make with it. Does anyone remember Time Cruisers? Shout out to RR Slugger. He talks a lot about this theme. Whoa, this box even opens up. Are you kidding me? Look at this. I don't know how many times I've said cool, but this counts for all of them because it's a little train, and I know it has some moving pieces on it once it starts rolling. Check this out. We have a ghost piece on there. This theme is all about some people, this guy and some other people trying to go back into different themes of Lego, and hence they're named Time Cruisers, or Time Twisters actually. I think this is the evil version of it. And there's Time Cruisers, which is the good guys. I think there's one more Time Cruiser set in here somewhere. This is another city, not city, this is just classic space. It has more lights on it. And even this box flips open. How cool. I wish more boxes did this today. I mentioned Space Police before. Look at this Space Police. This is the first, one of the original Space Police sets with a Blacktron figure in there. So someone could come pick this up and use the Blacktron Renegade to break him out. Check this out. They have different multiple builds on the back of the box. Speaking of multiple builds, check out this ninja thing. What? It has a cannon at the top. We got the different ninja people, Ninjago-esque. My apologies. You can see some different builds on top, on the back of the box. Look at this, it can open up. You can build a flying ship. What? And then even another one here. So all these boxes in the past, they had all the multiple boxes, or all the sets. So when you buy one, you're basically buying all of them. And I love that the designers took time to show different set builds. I'm just gonna assume this one has that too, this Insectoids one. Yep, like I thought, multiple different ships you could build. This one looks like a bunny, which is pretty epic. What is this one? I don't even know. Spyrius. I've never even seen this set before. Look at that base plate though. That thing is epic. Wow, so you can build a giant rock. It looks like this robot person is trying to be hunted down. Got a nice rocket, some alt builds in there, and then you have some figures. Those guys look awesome. And I've been trying to fast forward so we can take a look at these beautiful Mars mission sets. I remember when these came out, I was just perplexed as a kid. Wow, look at this. That mothership can turn into a walker, and it even has this alien commander inside of it. I remember always wanting one of those, and it comes with this. You wouldn't even know that this set comes with this little walker at the bottom. They weren't even advertising it like that, but it does. That thing is probably huge compared to this. Over here, we have a giant Mars mission set. This was one of the bigger ones, and it's not even the biggest, but you can see it has a fun play feature where you can drop a rover. Wow, that is so epic, with another little ship right there in the corner, which is actually not so little. It's amazing they're not even advertising it like that. These sets just had so much character, so many stickers, unfortunately. Look at this one. This is so heavy, I can't even lift it, barely. Wow, what a beast. Also has some detaching ships here, special edition. Wow, little rover on 2 wheels. Oh my gosh, and the box can open up. I have to flip this to full view. Oh, are you kidding me? Who wouldn't want this set? As a kid and even as an adult, this thing is bonkers. Move this set out of the way because there's one that I want to take a look at below. Oh, wow. Wow. This one, ETX Alien Mothership Assault. I love all these features in the corner. It has a big pressure cannon you can hit on that thing. Does this even have a handle? No, that's a mechanism to hit off the big rocket. Okay. And it comes with all of these aliens at the top with 2 Mars mission astronauts. This is a set that they also have. We'll take a look at. I love this feature. I'm gonna have to get one to take a look at, I think. Even splits up. Man, look at these play features. We need more of these today. Wow. We are gonna take a look at the biggest, oh my word, the biggest Mars mission set. Where do I place it? Oh my gosh, this thing is a behemoth. We have a giant rocket ship for the Mars missioners, alien spaceships, giant HQ with the pumps. We have a jetpack. So this thing looks pretty cool. This wouldn't be my first pickup here, but this is definitely the biggest and baddest Mars mission set you can get. I think it's time we take a look at Hero Factory canisters. We have Hero Factory bags. Shout out to Ben Cossey on YouTube. Check these things out. So epic. We have Bionicle. I don't even know what to take a look at first. I don't even know. Like I said, this one right here, we have Karzani. Such a rare set to see in the box. Oh, this is stuff I had as a kid. This was part of their 2008 storyline. Don't forget, Bionicle is still Lego. Shout out to Tiago. Kopaka, wow. Then we have Maxilos and Spinax. I've had this one and I've reviewed them on my channel, Brickmaster Harri, if you guys want to check that out. This Bionicle is super cool with his like Robo Dog. And then we have even more Fantoka from 2008. This is Liwa and Pahatu. These are actually the original Bionicles characters from 2001, but they're in new forms. A lot of people don't know that. So this is actually from the 06 storyline. This is for the Race for the Mask of Life system sets. So we have the Paraka there and the Toa. Look how scary these guys look. These look cursed, honestly, but they have a little lava boat. This isn't actually part of the story, but it is just a fun system set. And we can actually see a lot of system sets like this one here. This is another one from that same 06 wave. You can see it has a Paraka game right there, the Bionicle game. Look how cursed that looks with the glow-in-the-dark pieces. You can see some Paraka there. This one is kind of epic. There was a nice little advertisement to go along with that. I think I had this one as a kid. No, not this one, but I wanted this one. And then we have one more here. This one I did have. This one I did have as a kid. You have a little pod. This also wasn't part of the storyline, but it looks cool for a system set. Little jellyfish there, which looked really cool, and I loved playing with this thing as a kid. One of the coolest, I say cool, this is cool. One of the coolest Bionicle sets. This is the Manas crabs. These are actually motorized and you can play with them. You can kind of punch their fists at each other using these remotes. This is ultra rare to see in the box. A lot of people who missed out on Bionicle got to experience Hero Factory. That was kind of their, spiritual successor. This one's really fun. This is the Furno bike. Fun fact, this was voiced by Mark Hamill. Same person who played Luke Skywalker. He is Luke Skywalker. Check that out. From the makers of Bionicle. So this was one of their first, big things they did, and it's basically a Bionicle with a Hero Factory label slapped on there, right? This is what a Bionicle Titan set would be. And this actually got a lot of Bionicle fans into Hero Factory, that set alone, including me. This one here, Raka, I believe his name is. Yeah, Raka XL. This is when they kind of went to a jungle planet and their forms were turned into kind of insect or animal looking stuff. This one's kind of like a scorpion, Scorpio. That's his name. Here we have some of the original Hero Factory sets. You can see it still has that from the maker of Bionicle in there. And then this is another villain I remember watching in that TV show, Explode. I wonder why his name is that. Oh, that's cool. They have it kind of arranged with one of the heroes to fight. And then this one is from the second wave of Hero Factory, I believe. So they stopped calling out Bionicle. They just started depending on their own Hero Factory label. And you can see it also uses its own building system for this one. And that's the second generation of Hero Factory figures. I think this was also second gen. No, this is the first gen with the Bionicle logo. Meltdown, my buddy had this one growing up. This one is called Nitro Blast. Here we have Jet Bug. I wonder why he's called that. And then this guy is super cool, Drill Dozer with a giant drill. Down here, I kind of alluded to, ooh, this is one of the coolest Hero Factory people. This guy's name, I think this is Raka. Yeah, Raka still, but he's in his mission breakout form. And then here we have Toxic Reaper. We have Surge. I've shouted these guys out before. These are all the breakout stars. And this guy is really cool as well. I might pick up one of these Hero Factory people. Oh, and we have all the G2. These are canisters, but these are G2 Hero Factory. I had him. This guy's called his Nex. Nex 2.0. We have Stormer. We have Surge. Such cool characters and a like really fun storyline. I think it's time we move over to this table, what I'm most excited about. I actually just got Kreka here from a Bricks Minifigs trade the other day, so I have him. I don't need to get him. These guys I was thinking about on the way over here, Glatorians. Had these growing up. A couple I didn't have, but I had him. Didn't have Gresh, although his pieces might break easily, so I have to be careful choosing to buy them. This one is Strack, really fun with his ice blade and then his icicles coming out of his shoulders, his cool head print there. Tuma, he was in the movie that came out to support this theme. Check out his cool blaster, his sword, scary face. This was one of the first Bionicle sets and last, I think, to have stickers. We have Terex. I've built him before as a kid. A lot of nice gold pieces in there. And this is one of the best regarded Bionicle sets ever, Scopio XV1. So this thing can turn into a sled of sorts, as you can see down there, and a giant scorpion mech with a cool character in there. This is one of the really cool characters from 2007, Gadunka, with a glow-in-the-dark face. Wow. Also, Krika, not to be confused with Kreka. This is Krika, and I might want to get him too, because I've always wanted him as a kid and I never was able to get him. Ooh, and to go along with Krika, check this out. Rudaka. This is one of the female Bionicle people. The only female bigger build here, as you can see. This is a limited edition set. This one's called Mazika. That's him on the big craft there. And this has a ton of these spheres that you could shoot with a walking mechanic there, which is super interesting. And some of the last Bionicle sets to go through. This is Takanuva. He's mixed with shadow and light. I love that story. Arc, I've had this one before recently. Such a great build. I love that. And this one my grandma got me as a kid for Christmas, Kexium V3. This can actually split into two different bikes and has two characters, two Glatorian mini, I forget what they're called, the Glatorian minis we'll call them. There's even more sets down here. What? This is Onua. We have Gali, the original Toa, but in new forms. And then we have different Makuta, flying bug looking one, Biddle, Tahu. This is the original Tahu, just in a new character body in the Mystica line. There's just so much history in this room. It's kind of crazy. I'm seriously overwhelmed. And yeah, I think out of everything, all the times I've been here, this is probably the most stuff I've like related to, because I've had a ton of stuff in this room, a ton. So right now I'm kind of debating on what I think I should get with some store credit I have and some other credit I've been like stocking up on. What it's gonna look like is probably a couple really good sets that I want, and I'm so excited to show you what I end up thinking about. I have to get a Bionicle, and I think what I've decided on is Gresh here, because he's gonna be for $80, and there's only one on Bricklink available in Russia, and then there's only a couple for like 90 bucks on eBay. So it's a good deal, all sealed, and these joints typically break faster than other, Lego pieces do, and having it sealed is a huge plus. that's one thing I think I'm gonna get. And another thing I know I'm gonna get is a Mars mission set. There's a couple to pick from. Somehow this one is only $180. It's opened, just the seals are broken, but the bags are all sealed. This one's pretty cool. I think this one would be awesome because all the trailers have this in there. And then there's this one that is for a lot of money. I can't even show that, it's so big. And then we have this one here. I think I'll pass just because it's so small. I wanna make a good short out of it. So I'm leaning towards maybe this one here or the mothership below there. Out of respect for my childhood, I'm also thinking about getting a Hero Factory hero. This one is one of the best, I hear, and maybe one of the main villains from this line as well. He looks so cool there, and I'd love to just see what all the hype's about. I've heard this is a great set, and those two together would go towards my final store credit price. After a little bit of thinking, I think this is the Mars mission set I'll go with because I really want to try out those foam rockets. And with all that and what I've talked about so far, that's going to leave me with, I think, about $130 left to spend. And out of all these sets in here, I think I'm gonna check outside because they have a giant wall of sealed sets. I think I figured out what final set I'm gonna get. And honestly, I'm pretty surprised in myself for wanting this, but it kind of goes along with the last video I made about not being affected by the content something comes from and just worry about how cool a set looks. Let me show you. As I was showing this off earlier, I thought about how cool this is because I like the Wild West back then. I just haven't seen this movie. So I heard it was pretty bad and that's why these sets didn't sell well. But this is $140, so it's right around what I want to spend. I'll probably have to pay for tax with my own money. But yeah, that looks pretty cool. One of these days I can turn on the movie, see how I like it, but there's so many cool play features in here. I think that would make a great video on a short and a great set in general, and then I can trade this in later when I'm done. But look at those figures. I get to see those guns. I think that's Tonto. I've referred to him earlier, and then we got some bandits. That looks pretty tight. What an amazing morning, amazing day at Bricks Minifigs Pasadena with all of those cool sets. I have them right here with me, behind me as I go home. And I really recommend coming down to Bricks Minifigs Pasadena, checking out what they have and making a purchase, preferably a big one, because first of all, you're doing yourself good. These are a lot of great sets from LEGO's history, and they definitely won't be made again, especially stuff like Mars Mission or the Lone Ranger, racers, that type of stuff. But most importantly, things around Pasadena, people in LA in general, have been affected by this wildfire that's been raging through the past couple weeks. Finally, it's starting to die down, but still, I was talking to the owner, Rob, and he was saying people are coming in and their collections are just completely gone. Some people, had to evacuate and, part of their collection is still there. There's a lot of crazy, horrible stuff happening to people around this area, and you buying something from their store helps Bricks and Minifigs Pasadena to support their community and just the LEGO community as a whole. Go check them out, go support them, find some great sets that you like and something you maybe could get into. Hero Factory, Lone Ranger, all that, just like me. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your day, night, whenever you're watching this. Check out Bricks and Minifigs Pasadena. Peace.